right, so what is a transformation? What does it mean to transform? To change, right? A transformation is a change in position, shape, or size. So this week we are only changing positions, locations, where something is. Next week we'll get into changing sizes, and then we'll get into changing shapes eventually. All right, but this whole unit is transformation. Please do not get that confused with translation. Sometimes y'all are reading fast and you just see the word trans and you assume. Make sure you're reading carefully. All right, so there are 4 different types of transformations. We have translation, reflection, rotation, and dilation. Does everybody in here agree y'all have seen those before? Okay. What are some transformations in this room around us that we see? I'll give you an example. My hover cam. What did I just do? What did I do? What am I doing right now with my hover cam? It's a rotation. Why is this a rotation and not a translation? Because it's moving in a circle. Anytime something's moving in a circle, that's going to be a rotation versus a translation. What else? Obviously, I'm not talking about the pictures on your things. Anything else in the room that would represent a transformation?
The fan in the front when it's on.
The fan in the front. What does the fan in the front do? Or even this fan right here. What's happening? Again, it's a rotation. That one rotates. This one rotates around right here. Perfect. Would you agree if you look up that from one light to another, they are all what? So aren't they just translated? It's the same thing, translated over, right? I don't know if I have any reflections in here. Do I have any reflections? I mean, I have a little mirror in the back, if you didn't know that. But let him in. All right, and then dilation. What's a dilation? An enlargement. Something that's small and then it gets bigger. I'm trying to see if I have any in here. Louder? The flags. There you go. We have some smaller flags and some bigger flags. They're dilated. All right. So we are going to now, we're going to skip all this. And yep, we're going to go here. Okay. If you can please look at your notes, fold them like a book. Whenever we are dealing with transformations, the original figure is called the pre-image. And the resulting figure is called the image. So the original is the old, the resulting figure in the image is the new. Sometimes I'm literally going to label them pre-image, image. But if I don't have it labeled, what are some indicators to let you know which one's which? The arrow. Do you agree the arrow points to the new one? If there's an arrow, you know which one's old, which one's new, which one's pre-image, which one's image. What if there's no arrow? The little apostrophes. Does anybody know what these apostrophes are called? Prime. So if you did not know that, you might want to write that down. The little apostrophes we call prime. So that way if I said B, you know I'm talking about this one. If I say B prime, I'm talking about that. Sometimes you're going to see 2 apostrophes. That's a double prime. So I would say B double prime. Okay? If it has prime, it's my new one. The original ones don't. Okay? All right. Translation. To translate means to do what? Move or slide. It's a transformation in which all of the points of a figure move the same distance in the same direction. In the rule we have for translations, by the way, we're going to be doing rules today. All of your rules need to start out with X, Y, and an arrow. The rule for all translations is X plus or minus H, comma Y plus or minus K. Wherever you see XY, that's just going to be an XY. Your H and K are going to be numbers. If you have a positive H, what does that mean your figure does? It moves to the right. What if you have a negative H? It moves to the left. A positive H goes to the right, a negative H goes to the left. And then you have Y plus or minus K. What is a positive K going to do? Go up. And a negative K? Go down. Is this ringing a bell? Okay. So example number 1 says translate ABC 5 units to the right and 4 units up. So I'm going to physically do that with A. I know this is a really tiny picture, sorry. So with A, I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1, 2, 3, 4. And draw that new point. And we're going to label that A prime. Where is that at? 0,6. I would like you to do B and C. Go. What point did y'all get for B? -2, 1. And what about C? 3, -1. Yeah. Bless you. Did you have to have a graph to do this problem? Could I have figured these out without having a graph? How? Doing what? Yeah, what is 5 units to the right? What would I do plus 5 to? Couldn't I just added 5 to all my x's? And what is 4 units up? And couldn't I have added 4 to all my y's? That is why my rule is helpful. What did I tell you a rule always starts with? X, comma, Y. If you don't do this first part, you will get points off. And then how am I going to write this rule? X plus 5, comma, Y plus 4. And that is the rule. And that tells me I go right 5, up 4. Questions? Open up your notes, please. For this next problem, I see some people writing, so I'll wait a sec. Okay. For this next problem, it tells you Mr. Frog has been translated. Find the rule. So again, what does your rule start with? XY with an arrow. And I want you to figure this out. I will tell you, you can either look at this back leg right here, or you can look at the nose. Those are perfect points. So please, I'll give you about 1 minute, write the rule. All right, can I have a volunteer to tell me, describe to me what the frog is doing? Min, we don't need computers today. Put it away. Who would like to tell me what the frog is doing? Not the rule, just describe it to me. Nick? Louder? Down and right. Down how many? It goes down 4, and you said it goes right how many? Right 8. I always like to do that. Anytime you see the word describe, I want words like this. If you see the word rule, I want this. All right, Nick, so what did you get for the rule after you did XY with an arrow? X plus 8, Y minus 4. Everybody look up. Did you get that as your answer? Are we okay with this? All right. I'm going to have you do example 3. Before you go off, the instructions are wrong. This needs to say, write each translation rule as a change in coordinates. If you see describe, you should be writing words. I don't want you to write words here. I want you to do a rule. Okay? So I'm going to give you 1 minute. I would like you to do example 3, and actually go ahead and do example 4 as well. Do example 3 and example 4. Go. And then you're also doing example 4. All 3 on example 4. Does anybody need more time for example 3? All right, 3 units right, 4 units down. Somebody new that I haven't heard from today, who would like to give me the answer that they got for this? Please, I need to hear from a bunch of new people today. Xavier, you got me?
X plus 3
You have to talk louder because I cannot hear.
X plus 3, y minus 4.
Thank you. X plus 3, y minus 4. Did everybody get that? Right 3 is positive, down 4 should be negative 4. All right, B. Who's got me on B? Jason.
X minus 6, y plus 8.
Wait, it's 8 up first. Why didn't you put 8 right here?
Why did I put 8? Because like 16 is 11.
Okay. Please be careful. I'm going to try to trick you on purpose by putting the numbers or the directions in the wrong order. So as I walked around, almost all of y'all got that. But please be careful. The 8 is up, so that goes with the y. Jason was right. I was just trying to see if y'all knew why. Everybody good? Last but not least, 2 units left. Who wants to try this one? Christy?
X minus 2 and then y.
Just y. We don't put anything else. Don't leave off y. As I was walking around, some people just didn't put anything. They just put x minus 2 and closed it. You need a y. If you put y plus 0, that is okay, but that's not proper. All right? So just leave it y and you're good. We okay? All right, example 4. Everybody please underline this word describe. Whenever you see the word describe, I need you to use words. I'm going to write these 3 different ways that I would accept them. All right? So does anybody want to give me the answer to A? Who wants to raise their hand? Lynette? Left 5, what'd you say? Up 4. Perfect. Can you write it like that? Absolutely. You could have also written 5 units left, 4 units up. That's fine as well. Okay, so just letting you know it doesn't have to be like a specific order, or you don't have to write it a specific way. I'm fine with you doing that. Okay? Thank you, Lynette. What about B? Who wants to give me the answer to B that I have not heard from today? I'm going to start calling y'all out, so might as well do one you know you got right.
1 up.
1 up. Thank you. Perfect. X does not change, so we don't go left or right at all. And C, what's happening for this rule? To C, who would like to describe that to me? Kim, I can see you're begging to. What's happening on C? Down, and I'm going to rewrite it the other way. You're not wrong. But I'm going to write this out. 2 units left. 1 unit down. Again, do you have to write it exactly like I'm writing it? No. You didn't have to write the words units. You could switch it around and make it shorter. That's fine. All of these are acceptable. What questions do I have? Is this super, super basic? Like middle school math? 100%. All right. Number 5. Example 5. Again, what does this say that it's asking us to do? Describe. Xavier, head up, please. All right, for this one, I'm not giving you a rule, I'm just giving you 2 points. You're going to have to look at the points and figure out what's going on. What's happening from 9 to 12? By how many? It's adding 3. So if my x is adding 3, what is that doing? And I want to describe, so this is going to go right 3. That makes sense? What are my y's doing? From -2 to -7. What is that doing for the y? It's going down how many? -5. So this is going down 5. All right, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to do the next 2. Go. Y'all are silent today. Alright, what's happening on B, Gabby?
Right 9 up 3.
It's going right 9 up 3. And C, who's got me on C? No, Xavier, you already talked. Min, what do you got for C?
Right 6 up 15.
Right 6. These are all going right. Up 15. Up 15, because it's going from 5 to 20. Are we good with all this? Okay. The only new thing that we are learning, because all of that was reviewed, do y'all agree, is what our next section is. And it's going over vectors. Have y'all heard of the word vector besides the man in this picture? Maybe yes, maybe no. So we're going to watch a little video to kind of remind us what a vector is.
Hey. I'm applying for a new villain loan. Go by the name of Vector. It's a mathematical term, a quantity represented by an arrow with both direction and magnitude. Vector! That's me, as I'm committing crimes with both direction and magnitude. Oh yeah! Check out my new weapon. Piranathon! Oh yes! Fires live piranhas. Never seen one before. Now you have my invention. You want a demonstration? Oh! Ah. It's so difficult sometimes to get the line balance.
Alright, we'll watch more of that in just a little bit. But vector, look up please. A vector is, like they just said, vectors are used to represent a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. What is magnitude? A length, a size. Alright, so magnitude is how long this arrow is, and the direction is obviously what direction it goes. So, I actually just got done teaching our entire vectors unit in pre-cal. That's probably the next time you're going to see it. How many of y'all are in chemistry right now? Okay, oh yeah, my sophomores are in chemistry. Okay, so next year, depending on what you sign up to take, you have a bunch of different options for science. But if you decide to take physics, you'll also see vectors in physics. All right, so a magnitude and a direction. In this class, we are mainly going to be looking at the direction. That's what we're going to be paying attention for this vector. So example 6 says ALD is being translated along vector V. What is the coordinate for D prime? What's the rule? So everybody, a vector is an arrow. It has a starting point, an initial point, and it has a terminal point, an end point. And that tells us what direction this vector goes. So how is this vector moving? Describe it to me. It's going what? Up, and how many is it going right? It's going right 2, and it's going up how many? 4. Well, hey, didn't we just describe it? Now we can write a rule for it. That means every point right here in this triangle is going to go right 2, up 4. So what's going to be my rule? How do we start a rule? XY with my arrow. And what's my rule going to be? X plus 2, Y plus 4. Everybody agree with that? And now I want you to apply that to point D, because it's asking for D prime. So go right 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. We just moved along that vector, and now we have D prime. Where is D prime at? 1, 6 is my answer. Does that make sense? I want you to do the next example. How is this vector moving? Left 3, up 2? So what is my rule?
X minus 3 and y plus 2.
Perfect. And if I do that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, to D, what does D prime become? -4. Are we okay with vectors? That's as much as we're getting into vectors in this class. Okay? All right. New Year's resolution. Everybody keeps up with their table of contents and glues in. Can we do it? Yes. So what I want everybody, not just the people that like to do it, everybody right now, if you're new to my class, you can just start on your table of contents, whatever. You can keep going with yours, or you can start where I'm at. It's up to you. I am on page 39. So if you can please write that in your table of contents and then go get some glue and glue this in. I am passing out your homework right now. It is due before the end of class. And you can probably do this in 5 minutes or less. All the way down. All right, you're getting started on your homework. It is due before you leave today.